Hello Virgos, it is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your May mid-month for 2019, guys. So this is going to take you to the end of May, alright? Or at least the next 3 months in this energy is what is presented, alright? So welcome back if you're old. Welcome if you are new. We're so happy to have you here as we grow and expand, guys. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out that description box below on information on how to book a personal reading with me, and follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you there, okay? I'm trying to get my Instagram game up, okay, guys? So yeah, I appreciate your support. I'm so not a social media person, but I need to be. All right, anyways, with that being said, let's get into your reading. Before we even get started, I do want to say pregnancy is going to be something for some of you guys. If you're trying for pregnancy, congratulations. I do see that happening, or at least some steps forward in that. And if you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful. Be alert, all right? Make sure if your period is late, make sure that you check it out, all right? Because, yeah, I saw, not only did I see the Empress, it was the Empress and the Ace of Wands right next to each other, which is clear fertility, guys. So that could be for one person, but y'all be on top of it, okay? So let's see what's going on for our Virgos. All right, Virgos for the end of May 2019. Ooh, what was that? The Chariot. So there could be some forward movement, some distance. You guys could be traveling. But there's an energy with the Chariot, could be connected with the Cancer too, that asks you to put your emotions aside, charge forth. All right, and it's like a divine movement where you just start going really fast in God's direction, all right? It's kind of like the card that it symbolizes Godspeed, all right? Take everything that you have with you in this journey, prepare for this next battle, you are warrior, all right? And so some of you guys could be feeling like charging towards your next chapter in that way. That could just be an energy that you're adapting, where you're really just trying to cast all those feelings aside and just be on your grind, all right? Grind time is what I'm hearing, all right? So let's see what else comes up. All right, and 3, 2, ooh, wow. So we have the Ace of Swords. So this could be clarity, insight. It can be spiritual clarity too. It's an aha moment, an epiphany of some sort. But some of you guys are just, there's a clear direction that you want to go in. You've said it out loud to the universe, and now you're starting to put in the legwork. It's just like if you said you were going to lose weight and you're going to start going to the gym, now you're starting to do that. Something that you've been taking a lot of time to not do for whatever reason. It could have been time, kids. You know, I'm sure the excuses are plentiful, and I'm sure that they are all valid. But for whatever reason, there's been a switch, kind of like a Mars energy that's come and just been knocking at your soul. And so now you're ready to take action and charge forth, all right, with this newfound clarity is what I'm getting. You're just headed to it. You have a direction. You just feel like I have a direction and I'm going towards it, all right? And so all roads lead to success is kind of what I'm hearing. And that's how you are, that's how you're starting to think about this next part of your life, this next chapter, this next 20-year cycle of your life. You're just like, I'm charging towards it, all right? But there could be an communication, insight, learning some type of truth. You could be speaking your truth, sharing your truth, okay? Or you could be receiving and hearing someone else's truth. So just be open to communication, all right? Even from people from your past is what I'm hearing too. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's see what's going on for our Virgos for the end of May 2019, please. All right. So we have your energy right here with the Knight of Pentacles, which I love. And it's that forward movement, that commitment, all right? Checking your resources, making sure that you have your game plan and you're ready to just attack, all right? But there's a strategy to this, but there's forward movement. And that's what I was saying earlier. The Knight of Pentacles can be slow, but that Chariot gives me, I'll put it this way. You could be moving quickly. Your feet could be moving quickly. You could be more active, but you have the long-term plan. All right. You don't want this to be something that you say today and then, and you shove it to the side tomorrow. You want this to be like a long-term lifestyle change. For a lot of you guys, it's a lifestyle change. So let's see what the rest of the spread has to say, okay? So we have the 5 of Wands coming up as your current energy. The 6 of Pentacles as the foundation. The 9 of Pentacles, hey, as your present energy. The King of Swords as the most likely outcome. Interesting. And then we have the Lovers card coming up as your card of advice. All right, so there's certainly a decision that has to be made that perhaps you don't want to make. It could deal with a child. It could deal with, for a lot of you guys, this has to deal with a child. You could be going through a custody battle or something. And for some of you guys, I'm sorry, sorry for all the pro-lifers and pro-whatever. Some of you guys could be coming, if you're going to keep a child. Because we have the Empress in reverse and the Sun card coming up here with the two of Swords. So that is interpretation. I don't want to get into the politics of it. But, if we could stay away from the comment section, I'm just saying that could be something happening for some of you guys, all right? Because the center of this is conflict of some sort. There is a conflict, and I have a feeling that it has to do with some decision that has to be made, perhaps concerning a Gemini, or just hearing some type of information. You could be dealing with an air sign and with the King of Swords here, but there is a conflict, and it could be an inner conflict or an outer conflict, but it has to do with egos, pride, all right? Somebody doesn't want to let up on their pride. When you see the Wand energy, this is about the passion. So there's a very passionate decision that has to be made, but it has to be practical and long term. All right, this is for the long run. And Virgo, it's really disrupting you because we have all this. Everything else is pretty much Earth energy. So this very disruptive energy that's coming in is kind of throwing you off your balance, I feel. But here's the thing, you still got it. You still got it. You're still here, but you're in the process of making a really big decision. And for a lot of you guys, it has to deal with choosing you. All right, so it doesn't matter. This could be choosing a relationship. All right, for some of you guys, choosing a job, how much work and energy you're going to put into that job. This could deal with, again, choosing a child, something like that, where it's the decision that has to deal with, it's causing some sort of inner conflict, but it could be throwing you off of your strong, independent mess. Right now, temporarily, I don't see this being an issue much longer. This is just till the end of May. And the quicker that you make the decision and commit to it, right, with the Chariot card, the quicker that you cast your emotions aside and you go with what you know is going to be the smarter, wiser choice, particularly with this King of Swords energy here. And I do throw Virgos here too with the Swords energy a lot, just because Virgos are equally as analytical and logical. You are ruled by Mercury, which rules Gemini, which would put you, here. You guys share that. I'm going to look at a situation and I can easily put it into categories, and so that's what's happening right now. So you're really putting your thinking cap on about this decision that's coming up. And the cool thing is it's a major decision, but other than the Lovers card, which is your card of advice, all the rest of it is minor arcana. So when I see that, it's just like, it's right now it's seeming like a bigger decision than it is when you look back on it. Let's say 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 20 years from down the line. It's not going to feel as dire as it feels right now, but you are going to have to move on it, So yeah, it's time to put your thinking caps on. I do see, you're so focused on moving forward and being stable and moving forward and being balanced and moving forward that this little disruption that happens is kind of going to knock you off your game for a minute. I know a lot of planets are in retrograde. Pluto and Saturn are doing some pretty funky shiz. You don't ever want those two to get connected because they teach some harsh lessons. And so you could be experiencing that, Virgo. It could be hitting you kind of hard at the end of this month. I do see you being happy, but there's this decision that's just like, it's gonna take a day or two out of your routine. You know what I'm saying? You get back onto your feet, but it's gonna take a day or two out of your day, or you know what I'm saying, when you have to deal with it. This could be going to the doctors and finally getting that test that you've been avoiding forever, that you didn't want to, looking into alternative treatments, taking off of work for those 2 days, for those 2 or 3 days or that week in order for you to travel. It's something that it's going to help you long term, but you have to sacrifice something in the short term, which is causing some tension, if that makes sense. So that's what I got for you, Virgos. Not bad at all. Stay grounded. It is going to happen, right? And again, if you have to take a break, if it gets too overwhelming, I'm always a champion for taking a nap, cooling off for a second, clean up. You guys love to clean up, wash some dishes if you need to, in order to get through this, because this too shall pass. It's just going to require some level of strategy, all right? Some level of strategy in order to get your groove back and your balance back. But it's here, and you're going to be able to make the decision on your own 2 feet. The one thing that I'm seeing is kind of like too many cooks in the kitchen. Like, you're hearing a lot of voices right now, and this is a decision that has to do with you and you only. So you have the present moment, which is the 9 of Pentacles, which ultimately represents independence, financial independence, savvy, just being able to enjoy your own company, enjoy your own resources, almost so much so where you are kind of like in your own personal bubble, which Virgos can enjoy, okay? But with this being the conflict here, it's been shattered, all right? Somebody has made their way into your comfort zone, all right? And now you just got to be smart as to how you get them out or how you get yourself out, right? Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen. That could be somebody who's just, people just giving you unsolicited advice that you just don't want to hear, that you don't need. You're like, I need to make this decision myself. And you've already made the decision. It's just a matter of acting on it. And once you decide to act on it, girl, you're going to be looking like Danny when she decided to blow that whole, sorry. Never mind, let me not finish it. She has dragons, so she blows up a lot of stuff, okay? So I didn't give a spoiler alert, sorry. But, yeah, you are going, once you decide to make that decision, for y'all who have seen it, once you decide to make that decision as you move forward, it's not going to be, you know, I don't want to give it away, but you'll have that determination as you move forward, right? You're just going to do it. You're going to do it. Nobody can tell you otherwise, all right? So that's what I got, all right? Whew. Sorry, Virgo. Sorry for the Game of Thrones almost spoiler. All right, let's see. So before we get into your last oracle and I send you on your way, I do want to give you a friendly reminder, Virgos, to please check out the description box below on information on how to book a personal reading with me. Those help me so much, guys, and, you know, I love doing them. Also, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? So let's see what this last oracle is, and then we'll send you on your way, Virgo. Let's see. 3. Ooh. I love. All right. Look at all this blue energy. Neptune could be connecting with the Pisces, but a lot of blue energy. I love it. I love it. All right. And it's breathe and imagine. Take some time to exhale. Really take some time to exhale, but especially with this conflict that's coming in. Here. It's not the end of the world. Whatever it is, you're going to come out on top. You really are able to think your way out of this problem, guys. You know, imagine with the King of Swords. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just this decision that has to be made. You're not going to make it, whatever decision that you make, be comfortable in it. And the possibilities are endless. And you have to be comfortable and believe in that whatever you do, you're, quote, right. Particularly if it has to deal with a long-term goal that you've had. This is more career, finance, resource oriented, okay? And if this has to do with a relationship or something, it's just whatever has knocked you off your rocker, all right? You need to count to 10. Imagine a better day and then start moving towards that, all right? Don't even get lost in this sauce. It's not for you. There's so much grander happening on the other side that it's just like, if you just keep your eyes on the prize and keep moving forward, it has no choice but to work out, and you have no choice but to be successful. You just got to keep doing it. You know, it's like that Cardi B song. It's Get Up 10. It's literally that Get Up 10. This is something that you feel like just took you out of balance, knocked you out of whack. Get up 10. And if it's 10, get up 11, 12, get up 200. You got to keep moving forward. But I don't even see it being like a battle, because it's the 9 of Wands isn't here where you're like, oh, you know, the 7 of Wands isn't here. There's no other wand energy. It's sword energy. So this is mental agility, right? And then going back to Neptune is the water energy, rules Pisces, all right, illusion, fantasy. So there's a lot of distortment of reality. So things cannot look right with all this blue energy. You might not be actually able to see the big picture right now. Stick with yours. Stick with yours and keep moving towards that. Because if you're trying to interpret other people and other people's thoughts, you could easily get lost. And misinterpret the situation, okay? So you just want to be aware of that, because there is conflict, there is change that's happening, but you will be able to get your peace of mind back. That's what you're working towards once you make that decision that you've been putting off. So just take a breath, count to 10, and imagine all the beautiful things that you want and you having them. All right, it's this affirmation and just believing it with your down to your core that this is really what you want, guys. And then you're going to be able to start seeing those, feeling those changes. You'll feel them first before you see them, you know. All right. Alrighty, yeah. So that's what I got for you, Virgos. That's what I got for you for the end of May 2019, guys. Thank you so much for continuing with me on this journey. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I just appreciate you guys so much, Virgos. Y'all always come in clutch. All right, and peace. Until next time. Godspeed, guys.